Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a video on my friend's really old ARG, the Cheeseman. Back then I made a video on it almost 3 years ago. I made a video on it when it first came out. However, all the information had not been uploaded yet. And that video is also really bad. Don't watch it. Now that the ARG has been canceled due to Ishwai just not wanting to work on it and it also being really cringy to him, we are free to theorize, analyze, and just maybe interrogate some answers out of Ishwai. I don't know. So, we shall begin. First video is titled, I do not consent to existing. This being supposedly how the Cheeseman feels. Now, the text in the video says, we got lucky, the Cheeseman is here. However, the description appears to say otherwise. Please stop, leave me alone, and keep the Cheeseman away. However, the comments, one is agreeing with the description, saying, "Remember, keep the Cheeseman away. He is very dangerous." While the other one that Ishwai left says, "Remember, the Cheeseman is a nice guy. You should talk to him sometime." Now, from what we currently know, we can suspect that the Cheeseman has the ability. Now, with all these different ways that, the Ishwai, who is supposedly the main protagonist of the story, is saying about the Cheeseman, the way he keeps on switching back and forth, we can presume that the Cheeseman is supposedly has the ability to mind control and hypnotize people into being around him so he can, I don't know, eat them or something. Yeah, it never really specifies the Cheeseman intentions. But I'm gonna say that with the way Ishwai was at the time, we can presume it was to skin them and then eat them, something like that. But the next one is Wakey Wakey. The same stupid song with the text, Cheeseman doesn't sleep. The description once again reading, "Don't listen to his wretched tone." And then the comments saying, "Run away," and "God bless Jesus Christ." So supposedly what this means is the Cheeseman is always on the prowl looking to skin and eat people. That's what we're going to say his intentions are, at least at first. We'll get into that in a second. Third video is a video of Rat Ishwai saying the Cheeseman is chill. You should hang out with him. He's a pretty rad guy. And then the description once again. Don't listen to his wretched tone. Stay away from the Cheeseman, as the comments. So Ishwai, I think at this point, is being mind controlled by the Cheeseman. As is evident by the constant way he switches back and forth. He might have a resistance to the Cheeseman, because if he keeps on being able to break free from the mind control, then I think it's safe to say that he kind of has a resistance to it. We don't see anybody permanently mind controlled to the Cheeseman, so maybe it's he's still very weak or something. But I think it's safe to say that Ishwai has something to do with it, something very important because of his situation later down the line. Now, remember what I said about the Cheeseman wanting to skin and eat people being his original mission? Well, that all changes in the next video titled New Mission, with the text at the start being 101721, and then a string of numbers, a code, and then entry code denied. He is trying to break into a government facility as we see later, 8 seconds into the video. Mission new beginnings failed. Mission new mission new ends. So it appears that his mission was to create something new, but now it is to end the world, as is evidenced by the image of the deep fried nuke going off with the text. So, yeah, and then it's just a photo of the cheese man that isn't like horribly deep fried or distorted, just a bit pixelated. The cheese man, by the way, isn't like some horrible cheese monstrosity. It is literally just a man in a Kraft macaroni and cheese suit. A Halloween costume. So, you know. Shitpost ARG, guys. What do you expect? Also, the description is some backward text that I don't have currently access to me. But it is on screen right now, so you can see it. So, yeah. Once I actually look at it after, you know, I'm done recording the video analysis, I will talk about it, because it'll probably play into the theories more. So, the fifth video, is a video titled Cool, and it's just a nuke going off with the siren in the background. That's literally it, with the description being uncool. And it's a photo of a deep-fried Nicolas Cage pickle saying he wasn't supposed to hurt anybody. It was just a mistake. He didn't want to hurt anybody. And then the description isn't anything important. It's just him saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be making more videos." Because back then his upload schedule was really inconsistent. So yeah. And then every story has the beginning is basically the cheese man just begging for food because he's hungry, and Nicolas Cage pickle denying him food for some reason. I don't know. Maybe if he hadn't denied him food, he wouldn't become a bloodthirsty monster. Then, possibly one of the most confusing videos out of this entire thing is a video titled Backwards. Wait, hold on, I need to check the description. This is right after the beginning, so I'm assuming the beginning being that he created the cheese man. And then the video titled Backwards is just a face, a unintelligible face, with fire crackling sounds in the background. That's literally it, that's all it is. And then the backwards text saying Vaz, with a signature from Vaz. Or if it's supposed to be, and it's not supposed to be background, that is backwards, that his name is Vaz, as evidenced by the next video, Vaz. So, from the sounds of this video, it sounds like war is going on, presumably started by the war going on, by the nuke going off. Then a photo of an unknown man, presumably stepping into the battlefield, stopping the fighting. The war is over. We have lost. And then a flag that has a star in the middle. That reads, "Never forgive, never forget, never stop fighting." So there is presumably two nations fighting due to the war that broke out. That is most likely caused by the nuke that the cheese man set off. And then Vaz following the orders. And then the same thing happening over Vaz can be trusted. You can trust Vaz, just don't trust cheese man, or don't. With the corrections, don't trust cheese man. So it appears SY is definitely mind controlled. And breaking through with how bipolar he is about the cheese man. But we can presume that the cheese man is a bloodthirsty monster set on ending the world. From the creator, number 1. Well, I'll be back after I watch this video. Okay, so it's literally just a video of Ishwai chilling in his closet saying, hey, I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to make a Cheese Man video a day. Literally nothing important to the lore. It's literally just a video of him saying, hey, I'm not going to post any Cheese Man stuff for a while, but I will try to upload once a week. I'm not going to post a video today. So, I don't know why I wasted time on that. Sorry about that, but the next video is no context. This is the last video in the playlist. It starts out with Ishwai tapping and thudding against, presumably, his prison walls. Stop that. So, with how unfinished everything is, we're just gonna assume that this is Dawn, and that this person talking is Dawn under the rival nation. That Vaz is, because they don't. And then Ishwai is locked up. He's in the cage and locked away in the clinker. Presumably for being... I suspect it's because he was in contact with the Cheese Man. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, he's locked up in prison. So he's just complaining. Then Dawn's like, no, we're not gonna let you go. You can probably hear it in the background. He just keeps on harassing them, being a smug little bitch. Shut up. Done. Shut up, I'm not telling you that. And then the Cheese Man is here, presumably also locked up. We don't know. We don't know why he's here. He's just here, but he's asking for some food. I presume that he's locked up because he's asking for food. If he wanted food, he could just get it himself. He is denied food. Ishwai's also hungry. That's not important though. No. And then it's just the same. He's getting angry. Dawn is getting angry.
No! Stop!
And then Dawn just snaps. Also, the video does say, yeah, the person that is talking is Dawn. Then he's just apologizing in the description. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing important in the comments either. So, now that we have analyzed all the videos, I'm gonna go get the text and stuff, read it, and then we'll theorize. So, yeah. So, what are my thoughts about this? Well, based off of the incomplete amount of evidence that we currently have about this whole ARG, it's gonna sound really, really stupid, but also kind of plausible. So, one day, the Nicolas Cage, as we're gonna call him, is a scientist who uses a volunteer, maybe a friend, a brother, I don't know, as a test subject, and he creates the Cheese Man. This horribly warps the person's mind and turns him into a monster of a man that is originally hell-bent on killing people to start a new beginning, to reset the earth, if you will. However, he is tricked by Dawn and an unknown nation, and is on a mission to sets off a nuke that was launched by the nation
that is the nation that tricked the Cheese Man, basically. I'm trying to think of my words. I don't have a script for this one. I'm like the death out of it. Then, shit, I'm trying to think. Hold on. Then a war breaks out, you know. However, Vaz steps in the middle and tries to stop the fighting. However, his nation tells them to continue fighting. He keeps on trying to intervene. However, it is not working. This entire time, Ishwai runs into the Cheese. Ishwai, who I think is the main protagonist due to him being locked up in the final video, has been in contact with the Cheese Man on several occasions. He's being mind-controlled and tricked by him, and potentially almost losing his life multiple times. This makes him a prime target for the nation that is in control of the Cheese Man to capture him. And so he gets captured. Fucking duh. So he gets captured. Then, you know, some more stuff happens, and basically the war just keeps getting worse and worse over time. Now, and that's basically it. It basically leads to the world ending, I think, because keep in mind the ARG is incomplete. It's not finished. Ishwai never finished it because he ended up not liking it and just decided to scrap it altogether. So we don't have much. So there's not a lot for me to theorize about. However, I do have one theory that the thing in backwards, the creature that we don't fully see, is the Cheese Man's true form when when he goes like insane or something. That's what happens when he loses his mind, basically. That is his true form, or it's the voices in his head that are telling him to do horrible things, or maybe it's something, you know, more. Yeah, we don't have a lot of evidence to go off of. Nothing is clarified in the backwards video. I suspect it's the Cheese Man's true form, and it's what's gonna end the world, basically. And it's gonna complete the mission, basically. So that's basically what I think is happening. Now, is this ARG any good? No, it's a complete shit show, the way it was executed and whatnot. But it's an interesting premise. I will give it that. The plot, like the central plot, is interesting. Like a creature hell-bent on destroying the world, causing two nations to war between each other and stuff like that. You know, that's an interesting plot. It was just executed by a dumbass 14-year-old who just sat in his closet making videos. But yeah. Also, Ishwai's not online, so I can't interrogate information out of him. All that I was able to get out of him was that the Cheese Man is a man that turned into a monster. That's I stated that previously. But who knows? Ishwai, please comment on this video. Maybe make a video explaining what the Cheese Man was supposed to be, and like what the plan was, what the ending was gonna be like. Because this is really confusing. But I wanted to make an updated video on this because it would be a good, you know, video for the spooky season covering an ARG. Because, you know, that's what ARGs and are cool and shit. And I also wanted to make a video on it because the last one was terrible and we didn't have all the information. So yeah, but that's been the video. Be sure to like, comment, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be tomorrow, where I talk about Maki vs. Gojo. So yeah, goodbye.